Coming off a really good weekend. We started the year off, a 3-0 against a very good Santa Barbara program, and felt like we did a lot of things right, and we still have a lot of work to do. So we're preparing for a very, very busy week. We play USD tomorrow. We have the Tony Gwynn Legacy coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then just to put a little gravy on that, we play Michigan on Monday and go to UC Irvine on Tuesday. So very busy week to start the season. And, with the young group, we're going to have to manage, their time on the field and obviously their time off the field, whether it's managing their academics or their sleep or their nutrition. All that stuff's going to come into play this week. So looking forward to a great week of baseball here up on the Mesa.
Obviously, the outcome on the field was what you guys wanted, but did you see enough this weekend to say, hey, we're in the right direction?
Well, I think if you're going to script an opening weekend, you saw it. We swung the bats exceptionally well. We had, 24 hits in our first two games. I think we had 12 extra base hits on the weekend. I mean, we had a couple home runs. We pitched exceptionally well. So I think we don't want to get too comfortable in that. I think we also look at some of the things that, especially yesterday, we made mistakes, with a couple errors. We walked some guys, we gave some free bases and kind of kept them in the game. And on top of that, I think we're feeling a little too frisky at the plate at times. We had bases loaded a couple times with nothing to show for it. We had an opportunity to bury Santa Barbara yesterday early in the game, and we didn't do it. I think in the fourth inning, we just get a base hit or a chopper up the middle, they're going to fold up tense, and we didn't do that. So we kind of kept them around, and of course, true to form, San Diego State, we had to make it hard in the end, and but we ended up winning the game, and it's a great confidence builder for our program.
Chad, talk about what it's been like coming back, and obviously you got off to a good start.
It's just awesome. It's really fun playing ball again, especially with a great group of guys. Couldn't ask for more. I mean, I'm not going up there expecting hits. I'm just trying to do my job, help the team win. And it was a blast, man. It was monkey off my back for sure. Now I can just focus on playing ball. I don't have to think about all the expectations or trying to just like show people that I still got it, or that just, I don't know, the whole experience really just asked a lot of me to like show that I'm strong and I can do it, and just getting that hit on that first pitch was just a huge relief. Now I can just focus on really just helping us win and just doing my best for the team.
Can you talk a little bit more about your teammates, how they helped you get you back?
Yeah, I mean, they were next to my family. They are my family. I mean, they were there for me the whole way through. Not a lot of people get to experience that kind of support, especially when they have something like cancer that they have to go through. And without my coaches, with the teammates, and just the support of Sdsu, I wouldn't have been able to conquer cancer as easily as I did and get back on the field as quickly as I did too. And I owe a lot to them, and they really pushed me and kept my spirits high and my focus on baseball.
And talk about obviously opening the season with the 3-game sweep. What does that mean for the confidence of the team and just for you personally as well?
We're in a good place. We feel good. We worked really hard in the fall. We have a new squad we have a good old core of position guys. We got a new staff, some young guys that are making a difference, and just feels good to get those wins and be confident going into tomorrow's game and then the Tony Gwynn Classic. We still got to keep the pedal down. There's not a change in our work ethic or our attitude towards tomorrow. We're not going out there thinking that we're going to get the win automatically. I know that for a fact, but there is like a little bit of assurance that we are good, and we're going to play with confidence and not press because we don't have to.
Mark, most, if not all of the players who knew or played for Coach Gwynn are gone. What are you doing now to keep the players?
Well, Jacob Erickson's our last guy. He's a fifth-year senior that played for Coach Gwynn, and we're going to try and continue the tradition of our seniors that have kind of weathered the storm here at San Diego State to honor them by wearing Tony's number 19, even though he didn't wear 19 at San Diego State, but everyone knows Tony's 19. But this weekend we had Jacob Erickson, wear number 19, David Hensley, and then yesterday Chase Calabug. And hopefully we can carry that tradition forever, even after I'm gone from the Mesa, that, that opening weekend you can honor Tony. And especially a young man that those three kids have been in our program for a very, very long time. And they're all very good kids, very good students, and they embody, Tony's legacy for sure.
With the Tony Gwynn Legacy Tournament this week, what messages were you guys trying to get out there during the tournament?
Well, I think that the biggest thing is that, and I've really tried to do this every time we talk about that, is really honor Tony's vision, number one, as far as the tournament. He really wanted to showcase college baseball, and along with that showcase San Diego baseball. But you want to showcase, college baseball in the city of San Diego. And we want to champion that every single time we have the tournament and remind everybody that Tony had such an impact, obviously Major League Baseball, but he has had such an impact as a player collegiately and then obviously as a coach at San Diego State. We want to make sure we honor that every single time we have an opportunity to host this tournament. Very, very exciting.
Players see his name on the wall or see his face out there in right field. Are there other ways, though, that you keep that alive with them?
Well, we tell stories, and that's always fun to kind of, not only the funny ones, but also the things that he did for not only baseball players, but for the community and what he did, not just in the baseball sense, but just being a great human being. We try to remind guys that everything counts in what they're doing when they're growing up here at San Diego State, and we try to remind that Tony took care of everything, and he just wasn't a one-dimensional person. He was a multifaceted human being. He was a great baseball player, but he was also a great person, a great husband, a great father, a great grandfather, and so we want to make sure people understand that and continue to remind our kids of that.
Chad, what resonates with you about Coach Gwynn?
I never got to play for him, but he did leave his mark on this program and the city. When you think of San Diego, you think of Tony Gwynn, and there's a good reason for it. I feel like I have a weird, special connection with him just because of what I went through, and he kind of had to battle. He had to battle cancer as well. And I don't know, I kind of have, sometimes I'll just take a step back and be trying to feel Tony through this, just because not everyone has to go through that battle and being a ball player, and he didn't get to survive that fight, and I got a chance to keep on living. So I'm going to do my best to honor him and everyone who has to go through such a hard battle. It's the least I could do to try to honor Tony. So,
Chad, do you feel like you're 100% in regards to your abilities as a baseball player, or is the recovery still affecting where you're at in regards to physically playing Division I baseball?
Right now, physically, I'm as best I've ever been. Never been this strong, this fast. I'm 225 pounds. I was running pretty good. I feel like that first to third wasn't bad. That triple was nice. No, I feel great. I think I told this to a reporter the other day. It might have been yesterday or the day before. But it was actually Kirk. But I was saying that I think the cancer was in me for a little bit. I think more than a year and a half, and it was kind of holding me back. And I feel like I'm finally starting to get my full strength, and just abilities are starting to come out. It's pretty exciting.
Okay. On the topic of getting your legs back, can you kind of take us through how your legs felt Saturday hitting that triple compared to how they felt when you tried to stretch that double into a triple last year?
Well, the triple I hit, my legs worked with my head for sure on that one. When I hit that one back last year against Long Beach, my head was saying yes the whole way, but my legs were like, no shot. But no, I definitely dropped it into 6. It felt really good. I only had 3 gears against Long Beach, maybe 2.5. I don't even know. I might have dropped the clutch, honestly. But no, it feels really good, man. It's nice not having to worry about my physical health anymore. I can just focus on baseball and just be the best asset I can be.
Mark, how inspiring is it to see him come back and not only be playing right now, but playing well and contributing?
Well, I mean, when he got here, even before he was diagnosed, he made an impact on our program, and have him go through that, he just made us, tighter as a family, and so inspiring. He inspired us already when he came on campus last year. He's a great leader. I tell him that all the time, and he's really infused his personality in the program, and going through what he had to go through. Obviously, he had to kind of kick it overdrive this fall, but very humble. He's done it with great humility, and he's also done it with great compassion to the other guys in the program. And so he's part of my family. We've grown closer as a group, him and his dad, his mom, and sister, his girlfriend even, right? And so it's been a great journey. I know there's a lot left, and a lot left in the tank. So it was surprising to see him come around second base the way he did the other day. Even before he was diagnosed, he didn't have that type of speed. So yeah, he might have dropped a clutch a few months before he had the opportunity against Long Beach. But it was really special. It was really neat. It was kind of shocking to see. Wow, he is healthy, because the way he was moving around the bags, and it's carried over to everything he's doing. Whether it's offensive end, but the defensive end, he takes a lot of pride in it. He really works hard in it, and on his outfield play, his defensive work, and it kind of mirrors what Tony talked about in his, when he was growing up, and so Chad does take a lot of pride in that, and he knows that that's one weakness he has, is his defensive, skills, and so he works at it tremendously hard, and he's always trying to, take extra, rounds in the outfield, trying to off a live bat and stuff. So it's really neat to see. So it does kind of mirror what Tony went through when he was going through professional baseball, how important the defensive end was to him as well.
Chad, how much weight? You said you were 225. You say, how much weight have you gained? Or maybe what was the lightest you became, and then how much have you gained?
So before cancer, I was around 230 pounds, and then I dropped all the way down to 190 at the end of it, 185, 190. And then, I went down, I don't know, it was like 40 pounds. So, I put it back on. Just a lot of lifting, a lot of eating, a lot of sleeping. Just no chemo, so that's kind of nice, That holds you back for sure. And then, what was the other part? Was that it?
That was it. Yeah,
okay.
I just wanted a good idea of the weight fluctuations.
Yeah.
Mark, a quick housekeeping question. The tradition of wearing the 19, is that strictly during opening weekend, or will each senior wear that once during his senior year? What is the...
We try to have each senior do it, and so like last year, I think we had 7 seniors, something like that. But, we start off with the guys that have been here the longest, and they have that honor to wear it. And then, the guys, we might have a couple transfers that have been, that are seniors. Jorge Fernandez is an example. We try to have each one of our guys that are going to finish up their career at San Diego State wear 19, at least one game, during the first couple weeks of the season at home.
Okay. Also, playing USD. Is this a unique game, playing the crosstown rivals, or is it kind of just another game on the schedule?
Well, we play them every year, and it's a spirited rivalry. I think, having 2 Division I, programs that are very good in baseball, just basically right down the street from each other is a pretty neat thing to have in our city, and both programs are kind of on the upswing, and when you match up, there's a lot of familiar faces on the other side, and that I don't know if there's added emphasis from both dugouts, but I think you feel it as soon as the game starts, and there's tension, and there's apprehension, there's anxiety, all that stuff, and it feels like all of a sudden it becomes the 7th game of the World Series, and but we wouldn't want any difference, different, Coach Hill and myself, we want to get after each other, and at the end we want to make sure we respect the game at the same time, and so. It's always fun playing them. We do respect what they do down there at USD. We respect Coach Hill, his staff, the entire program, and we want to continue to, have this event as a marquee event every single year, whether it's at San Diego State or down at USD.
Chad, as a player, does that game have a little extra flavor to it because they're so close in the crosstown rivalry?
Yeah, you betcha. We definitely want to be the best San Diego team, and we're going to have a chip on our shoulder definitely for that game. Well, all the games, we like playing hard-nosed baseball, and I'm going to do my part to get as many people in the stands heckling USD as I can, so it's going to be a fun game.